Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, this is a reading for the month of July. I've already done June, July, and August, so if you want to go check that out, please do. We're going to start with an overall message here for you, Sagittarius, for the month of July, because I want to take a deeper dive into each month. And I also want to say that I still offer personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading, just like this, you get to ask your questions and get answers from your guides. Just send me a message. It can be about anything and everything. You find the email in the description box. So what do we have for Sagittarius, please? An overall energy. Then we're going to go deeper and deeper and really get the clear message for you what's going on in the month of July. Sagittarius. There you go. The dragon. Beautiful. Discover your courage. Getting a lot of interesting different, okay, I'm seeing both. You probably might not maybe even see it, but it's like a small boat in the ocean, in this big, vast, open ocean. There's a mini boat. Well, it's quite large, but it looks really small in terms of like if you compare it to this dragon. And I feel like that is you as well. It's so interesting because I feel like maybe you have felt really small for some time, like really, there's a situation that, and then I get like someone is coming out of the water and like, like gasping for air. Like when you've been underwater for such a long time and you come up and you really gasp for air, or like someone, you see in the movies, because I've never seen this in real life, but like if you ever saw in the movies, like someone has been drowning almost, and they pull them up on the shore, and after a while, like maybe giving them CPR or whatever, like, or they've been just laying there, and all of a sudden just water comes out of the month. Water comes out of the month. Water comes out of their mouth, and like, like they're starting to breathe again. So I hope that's not real for someone. If it's real, I'm so sorry that you needed to go through that. I hope it's a metaphor, and the metaphor is like, I don't know if it feels like you've been drowning. That's really, I'm sorry for you as well. Like if you feel like you've been drowning or feel like you haven't really gotten real air into your lungs, or like just a tough situation where you felt so small in this vast ocean, like a situation where like, I don't know if I can start to breathe again. And yet here you are, Sagittarius, and it's like you're coming back stronger than ever. This is the, like I see someone really taking a breath and coming out of that water, and like, or like we're sitting around watching this movie, and maybe everyone thought that person was gone, and then everyone like is almost shocked that no, that person is not gone. It's such a movie dramatic scene, but like, no, that person is not gone. Here they are, they're like coming back, and by the way, they brought a dragon with them. Go figure. Typical Sagittarius move. And it almost went from not being able to breathe or drown to really playful, which is the Sagittarius ways. Like Sagittarius is really like, if there's grief, every person, whatever like the typical Sagittarius is, or the typical sign, obviously those emotions or that typical trait or personality is going to be bogged down or clogged down if you're in grief, or if you're in pain, or like anything like that. But when we see Sagittarius come back into their authentic life, like this playfulness that is Sagittarius, the innovative, playful, fun Sagittarius, I think you will even blow your own mind. Because there's something here about not thinking that that was possible. And also becoming very content within yourself, like finding your inner home, if you will. Finding your core, knowing where you belong. Wow. For the month of July. Go figure. If we go a little bit deeper here, please. It's like beauty is being created wherever you walk. You probably have like a new sense of life, or a new way, like a new perspective on life, where you feel like everything is more precious, everything is more beautiful. Not taking things for granted anymore. Going deeper still, what do we have for Sagittarius here, please? Okay, so it doesn't want to come out, but yeah, this has been a moment for you. You probably have kept a lot of things to yourself. Suffering in silence. This is about like knowing where you're going, maybe perhaps at times just even feeling like, you know, where you want to go is just never going to happen, because where you're at is just too far. It's just too far. It's too big of a dream. It's a pipe dream. It's just never going to happen. And then not sharing that with everyone or anyone. Like just keeping those emotions to yourself and not really sharing what's going on with you, Sagittarius. That it doesn't come out, but it's in there. So again, sending you the greatest hug. What do you have for Sagittarius, please? Maybe like a really lonely journey, or like even people who understands what's going on with you. Maybe you shared a couple of things with them. It's not the same thing to feel like you're heard or feel like you're not on a lonely journey. But because of that, it has brought you a lot of life. It has brought a lot of courage. You're trying out your courage as we speak. Solar plexus. How fitting. Your solar plexus chakra wants to speak, and this is about your self-confidence. This is about you feeling worthy. This is about you being able to really come into the life that you want. Like I talked about, like it's more the base chakra when you start to find your inner home, when you feel like grounded and you feel rooted and you know like where you belong. But I feel like this has a strong connection between the base and the solar plexus right now, like finding that center point in your life, like finding the core and the center point in your life, finding your true north, if you will. It's a little bit of a pun intended there, because I have a second channel that is called your true north, my true north. So you really are starting to just feel more and more worthy, feel more and more confident within yourself, and start to really feel like, okay, I have a say in things, and whatever I say goes. Like if you felt maybe not so heard in the past, and felt like no one was really listening around you, and maybe even the universe, this is a turnaround here. And we have number 3 there, so it's like it's a creative energy. It's a celebratory energy. It's all about coming into what you want. Going deeper still, what do we want to tell Sagittarius here, please? And if you're now sitting here listening to this and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I still can't breathe. I still can't, like I'm the one drowning here. I don't know how to come back from this. Try to see this as an uplift, like try to see this as a future message to yourself. Yes, you can. You're trying out that courage right now. Queen of Ariel. It's just really beautiful energy here. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. That's what I felt with the flowers there. Like everything, I think it's just your perspective right now that things are looking different because you have a different set of eyes or like a different way of looking at things. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. So Queen of Ariel is basically the solar plexus, because Ariel is all about love and manifestations, and the Queen is about knowing who she is. And this is not gender specific. You can be a man or a woman as you listen to this, even though I talk about the Queen. And it's about knowing who you are. It's about maturing. It's about turning knowledge into wisdom. It's about growing up, really, and understanding your responsibility and your ability to create in this lifetime, and coming into the beauty of life. I just feel like there's a lot of beauty coming out of whatever situation you've been in where you have gasped for air and like just coming back and I want to be a part of this. Like, it almost gets me emotional. I listened to this clip the other day. I just stumbled. Of course, I didn't stumble, but I was obviously then drawn there. I felt like I was stumbling over this clip with Oprah, and I didn't even know that she had that. Maybe, I don't know. I think it was a daily thing, that she does this daily thing now where she connects to people and she talks for like 10 minutes. And she talked about with this... if he was a professor or if he was a doctor, or I'm not going to say that, but I remember he was 76 years old. He was 76 years old and he had been meditating for a lot of his days. Like, he was a true meditator. So he felt like he was really already connected to life and connected to himself and found life rather beautiful. And then he was going in for a checkup for something in his body, and they found stage 4 cancer. And I could talk a whole week that just because you find stage 4 cancer, it doesn't mean that you have to die, but like that's the feeling that we all have. And they obviously gave him a date, like, you're not going to pass this date, which I think it's really, I don't know how you can say that. They should say to our knowledge, but anyway, that's a different story. And he was just, that death sentence, that death information changed his entire life. And he was just grinning from ear to ear. Like, he was truly happy. He had already lived with his now wife for, I think, like 11 years, 12 years or something like that. So he met her really late in life. And he just said, he reevaluated a lot of things. And he just said, would it be helpful, or like, would it be beautiful to you if we got married? Because they weren't married. And she was like, yes, I think we should. And like, just the thing why I'm saying this is that it's we reevaluate things. It's life. It's we're coming to this place where something just gets our attention. And it's a little bit tricky that we have to always, something like that with major proportions has to happen for us to reevaluate things. But if they do, beautiful. And so I just feel like, because he just kept coming back to this mystery of life, like here we are, we're these people, and we're walking around here like people. We're human, and we're just here, and we're missing the point. Everyone's so caught up in their own story that we're missing the point when everything is so beautiful. And I just feel like there's a little bit of that with this reading here today, Sagittarius, that there's something about, like, you have a different way, a different take on life. It's like you gained a lot of maturity and you gained a different perspective on things. And from here on out, it's like you just want to make everything more beautiful. If it's not beautiful, you're not interested. And how, or if it's not, how can we make it more beautiful? So also a little bit of like a Midas touch, like everything you touch turns to gold. Okay, is there anything other than this? Is there anything extra, anything that's beneficial for Sagittarius to know about for the month of July? I really have a new perspective on life here. 3 of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turns out as expected. Like you're ready to go on a journey. And we have another 3 there again. So it's like, it's creativity, it's celebration, it's manifestation. It's also a done deal. It's like, because we have 3 now on the table. So it's a master number, 33. And we never add those up. It's a 3-3. If we, in terms of numerology. And so 3-3 is when something is complete. Something is done. Something is already made. It's for you to start to enjoy. There's like nothing more to add, to ask for, to, you know, just go on the journey. Just go, man. It's just a feeling of like this dude, he was 76 years old and he just got married and he was like so excited for what's next. Like there's no age on life in the sense that you can always start another adventure. And we have a lot of prosperity here. Like I said, it feels like everything you touch turned to gold. The Midas touch. So a lot of prosperity is coming your way, and like get ready for a beautiful adventure. It's like it's time. You planned for this. That is what I have for you for the month of July. A really deep and profound and beautiful reading here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want a video message on your own for yourself, please send me a message. Take care, guys.